The call to defund the police, widely discussed in the U.S., has also become a rallying cry for British Black Lives Matter movement. CBS News reporter Haley Ott spoke with activists who want the UK to divert police funds to community programs.
As thousands in the UK chant the name of George Floyd, another call from protesters in the US is being echoed across the Atlantic.
We must defund the policing system.
Defund the police.
We are the Forefront Project. They're here to tell you about divestment.
Temi Mwale is director of the Forefront Project, a youth advocacy organization in London that supports young people impacted by violence and campaigns for British government agencies to divest from police departments.
I think it's really powerful now that this kind of discourse has entered the mainstream, conversation here in the UK, and is inherently connected to the conversations that are happening across America.
As in the United States, the call to defund the police in Britain would mean taking money from law enforcement budgets and putting it into other community services.
We do not want to invest within institutions that are inherently violent, that are inherently racist, and that continue to perpetuate cycles of harm, violence, and abuse in our communities. We would rather invest in services that increase and protect us, that increase our protection and safety, that increase our ability to move forward and fight for racial justice.
In April, Forefront's head of community support, Kasai Rahal, was arrested while working with a young person in the program who was being detained by police.
It's degrading, like having to constantly justify my level of professionalism and having to tell you that this is not the first time that something like this has happened. The reality is, when you work with young, criminalized Black boys, you will be criminalized with them as a youth worker and anyone else in their proximity.
Kasai and Forefront have taken legal action against the police, accusing them of violating his rights.
I strongly believe that us in the UK need to take a stance to defund the police, invest in communities, and ultimately put forward a case for abolition and envision a world that we want our children to live in. We need to focus on holding the police in this country accountable. We need to dance at yard before we dance abroad.
Advocacy groups claim there have been 1,743 deaths in police custody in England and Wales over the last 30 years. Forefront says they'll continue to work to prevent any more. Haley Ott, CBS News, London.